I have nothing to say. I honestly don't have anything to say. But I think we don't
just even have words after that game.
What did we just watch?
We don't even have the voice to yell anymore.
They're having these talents. They're bringing the passion. Bring the passion. What passion? What passion?
What are we supposed to bring? If they're not going to bring any goals.
6-1.
If they're not going to bring any goals, what are we going to bring?
It's like constantly getting stabbed in the throat and then just gushing out and bleeding. That's what it felt like, bro. I don't have any words.
We stuck around for the whole game, and Robertson scored. Look at that. He comes back from getting benched all these games
Bring the passion
and held out of the games, and he comes back and scores as per usual.
I hope
no place bets on that.
I honestly have no words. Like I honestly,
Bobrovsky's shutout is canceled, so that's good.
I don't give a shit.
Hopefully they use that momentum, put it into game 6.
Like
something.
Please don't go down without a fight. Please, that's all. You just ripped off thousands of people, $600. You know how much
7, 8, 9, whatever.
You know how much people would do what they would do against me for $600? You get kidnapped for $600.
I bought a jersey today, and they did nothing.
I bought this jersey. I love Nias.
He bought one too.
I'm okay with buying nothing. I honestly.
Well, Robertson scored, so I hope that sends a message to the Florida Panthers that we don't give up without a fight.
Bring the passion.
The series is not over. It's 3-2 Florida Panthers. There's still a game 6 to play. Our season's not done. And this could very well not be over if the Leafs decide to lock in and win game 6.
They just need to play.
And send it to 7. What did they do? What happened against Boston last year? We went down 3-1. We won game 5. We won game 6. We almost won game 7 if it weren't for overtime. Samsonov choking.
Bring the passion. That's what they expect us to bring. So they didn't have anything for us to bring. We weren't bringing any passion because there was nothing to bring passion for.
We're just
bring the passion
words today.
I honestly
last
don't
game
know.
we were ranting. We were pissed. Now we're disappointed. This isn't a rant. This is just disappointing.
6-0. What
can we almost win? 6 straight periods. Well, we went 5 straight periods without scoring a goal. Almost $60 million in offense, and that got us nothing.
6-0.
The guy who's been scratched and hasn't played a playoff game comes in and scores us the goal.
6-0.
What a joke.
6-0. That's all I gotta say is 6-0. How does that sit well with you? How does that sit well with any 6-0? How does that sit well with you? You're an NHL team. You're supposed to give a flying fuck. How does that sit well with you? 300 people paid $500 to go see this team. What do they see?
We have no excuse for this. The refs weren't an issue. Maybe they were last game. They weren't this game. I don't think the calls were that skewed at all.
I honestly
Everything was fine. They just didn't know how to score. They didn't lock in. They didn't score any goals.
I'm done.
How can you win a game? And Wall too. Like really?
I'm done.
I'm sorry, Wall, but that was just.
Here's the gift of nothing.
They came last game with a gift present. We opened it. Nothing. They came again with a present. Almost nothing. But still nothing. I don't know what words to say about that. There will be a game 6 on Friday. I hope they show up. I really do. I'm going to show up. I hope they do. Because for the last 2 games, I've showed up and they haven't. I hope it doesn't come back to haunt us where we almost went up 3-0 in the series.
That's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching.
I don't have words.
I'm done.
We're disappointed today. I don't know what else to say. I really hope they show up in game 6.
Peace.
I hope they don't go down without a fight. Send it to 7 Sunday night if they win game 6. If not, that goes our season in game 6. I hope they don't end up regretting not scoring in overtime in game 3 because we would have been up 3-0 against the series. 3-0.
That's it for this one, guys.
Now we're down 3-2.
Hope you guys enjoyed it. Bye-bye.
Yeah. See ya.